Hello, this is Crystal here with your May 25th, 2021 Daily Tarot reading. In this reading, per usual, we are looking into the overall energy of the day. Sorry for the light. I'm in my daughter's room, so I'm at her little art desk, so it has this weird light. But anyway, today we have the Queen of Disc in reverse, or the Queen of Coins in reverse. We have the Six of Swords, and we have the King of Swords in reverse. Whew, okay, so there is a stubbornness to the day. And stubbornness for good, stubbornness for bad. You know, it could be that you're really stuck in this feeling of moving forward with your life and doing things differently and traveling and moving forward, actually moving home, and you don't want to shake that. You're stuck in that. Or it could be you know you are stubborn, just stubborn in your ways and not really wanting to see other people's point of view, or maybe other people are doing this to you. So anyway, let's get into the cards. Queen of Pentacles in reverse is saying that this is a time to where old money to you could be coming in. Whether it's a friend calls you and says, hey, I have that $150 you loaned me 2 years ago. That's the Queen of Coins in reverse. Or it could be anything, any type of income or job, or word back you've been waiting on that comes in today. Now the news may be for good or for bad, but it comes in. Now, one thing we do want to say with the Queen of Coins in reverse is we want to be easy on the dishing out of money. It might be a lot of bills that come up or a lot of money that needs to be paid out. This wouldn't be the time for a big investment with the Queen of Swords, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You might not read the fine print. And if you do have to make a huge purchase today, well, go for it. Just make sure you look at all of the little details, because yes, sometimes it can be dishing out some money to set you free. Maybe you're putting a down payment on your new home or something like that, and you've already kind of had that in the works, then fine. But if it's like all of a sudden you just decide today, I need a new BMW, I probably wouldn't do that. Only because the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, she makes irrational financial decisions that don't work out for her in the end. Where she's so stubborn at staying at her 9 to 5 job that she thinks this is really the best move for her, making $75,000 a year, and she couldn't imagine being anywhere else. But not realizing, hey Kay, I love you, but not realizing that she's really capable of making 300K a year. So here she is limiting herself because she's so stubborn and stuck in her ways and what she feels like is the good money. And I'm not discrediting that that's not a nice income to have, right? But what I'm saying is, if only we knew our potential, and if only we put ourselves out of our comfort zone, we would realize that. Like the energy of Capricorn says, your comfort zone will become your prison. So the next card we have is the Six of Swords, and this woman looks like she just escaped out of prison. I love it how the swords missed her. Even though, some people will say, did she die and she's being flown away? I say no. I say she's being saved, and she's just a very melanated woman. Or maybe her shadow is just showing. Maybe that's a big thing. Maybe our shadow side is really coming out today, which is our insecurities. The negative parts of our subconscious that say you can't do it, it won't happen, that person doesn't like you, you're not pretty enough, you're not successful enough, or whatever it might be. Your anger, we all have light and dark energy. But it's the freeing for me. It's the fact that she's being lifted out of this situation that seems a little sticky, if you ask me. So maybe there's some type of help or some type of assistance or saving grace that kind of comes in that really supports you today and helps you make it through, or just gives you the inspiration to let something go. The Six of Swords is about holding on to trauma in your brain and not ever letting it go. And like they say, if you constantly keep telling yourself a negative story, you will constantly relive it. Whether it's a new boyfriend who does it this time, or a new person who comes in to prove the negative story or scenario. So the Six of Swords says, please move forward, please move on. Some of you all will be traveling. And there can be some irritations with travel, just to be honest, but you'll be okay. You'll make it through. And sometimes we have to trust fate. We have to trust God. We have to trust that something is coming in if we take the steps forward to make it happen, if we believe. Now, the last card is the King of Swords in reverse. King of Swords in reverse is Mr. Know-It-All, Mr. I have all the answers. It's kind of like when you're trying to, when I'm trying to do a tarot reading and somebody's like, well, I do this. Well, I do. And it's like, well, if you were doing all this, why did you get a tarot reading? If you knew all the answers, why did you come to me? And I get it. Sometimes we're just conversing. I'm not talking about when we're just, having a decent conversation of, oh, well, I do meditate. Or, it's crazy you say that because I have been doing that. Versus when people are super defensive because they're missing the point. You did all that chakra realignment and you still are out of balance. And that's why sometimes even going by the book with everything isn't the way. Because if your mind is still caught up in all these knots and twists and turns, but you have done every, ritual burial there is to reset, you're not going to really reset. Or maybe you'll have a harder time doing so. So the King of Swords in reverse is saying, whatever you say today, be careful, because those words will stick. And that person will remember what you say. And the King of Swords in reverse can also be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, masculine energy that is forceful, that is rushing you, that makes you feel like, make a decision right now, sign on the dotted line. If you don't get the house, somebody else will. It's just avoid that confrontation. Let it go. Ignore it. Leave. Free yourself. It doesn't have to be a confrontation, but it's very easy with the stubbornness of the Queen of Pentacles and the know-it-allness, that's not a word, of the King of Swords. Free yourself. Let go. Move forward. There is, God in the little things. And they say that's a very Sagittarius thing to say. But it really is. Sometimes when you just see a bird or an animal or an insect, sometimes you feel compelled to just feel so connected to it, or that God or your ancestors or angels were sending you a message, trying to let you know that you're not in this alone. Even the people who have passed on are still with you. So have an amazing day. I love each and every one of you. I appreciate you for watching these videos. Please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you later.